Hi there everyone, this is Adrien, the exercise specialist at the Leduc Beaumont Devon Primary Care Network. Hope you all are doing well today. For today's video, I thought I would actually show you guys what's called the 7-stage core strength test. It's a test that I use on occasion with some of my patients and my clients privately. If they're experiencing a weak core, or since it's related to a weak core, or if core strength is a factor that they're looking to improve, or if I think it's an important factor for them to improve. It's a simple 7-stage test where you can test their progression through a simple type of scheme. Now this only does work the core musculature on the front or the anterior aspect of the person, so it doesn't work the muscles on the side or your intercostals or your spinal erectors, anything quite like that. But it is a great way to actually test your progress, right, Coach Luna? And so it does run through 7 stages. How it kind of works is if your feet leave the ground, so if your feet move, if the angle of your knee changes, or if you're not able to complete one full repetition, then it's a failed test, and you're able to try each stage as many times as you like. Really, at least people do as many times as they like. Realistically, if you're not able to get it on the first or second try, if you're doing things strictly, it is due to weakness. It's usually not really a technique thing once you have it figured out, because it is pretty simple. If you don't get it the first or second try, you probably won't get it. And then we know what stage you have failed at, and then when we retest, we can tell if there's been progress or not. In general, I only run this test on people that have relatively healthy low backs and things. If you have issues with your low back, or these kind of exercises, depending on the person, can be a little bit irritating. And if that's the case, I use a different testing method. So please don't use this test to diagnose any medical condition or anything like that. It's just simply an assessment tool that we use. And if you're healthy and you don't have any concerns with any injuries or anything like that, then feel free. You can also try it out yourself. Right, Coach Luna? Right, sweetie? Sorry, Coach Luna likes it when you train your core, because I'm on the ground, so I'm on her level, but she's pretty short overall. So yeah, as per usual, if you're new to physical activity, if you're returning to physical activity from a long layoff, or if you have a medical condition that might make doing physical activity difficult, please consult with your physician prior to beginning any new exercise program. Thank you. So I will take you guys. I'll take you guys through the 7 stages. I'll say right off the hop, I doubt I will be able to complete all 7. They are quite difficult as you progress. And if you are able to hit stage 7 with perfect form, you can be pretty confident that you have pretty strong core muscles on the front of your core there, and you're in a really good place from a anterior core strength perspective. So, and I'm not totally confident that I will get through all 7, but we will try our best to show you guys. So all the movements will begin down on the ground. As you see, my knees are roughly a right angle. If I'm doing the movement and a foot comes up, that's a fail. If I do the movement and my legs shift, that's a fail. So feet must stay completely stationary. And if I can't do the full repetition, then it is a fail. So stage 1 is hands on your thighs, and all you gotta do is sit up to where your wrists pass your knees. So from here to here. So that is a pass. So let's say I went like this and I went like that, that'd be a fail. But if I can go here to here, that is stage 1. Fantastic. So stage 2 is in the same position, but now you gotta get your elbows past your knees. So here, perfect. So it's here, perfect. So you only gotta do it once, but I'm doing it a couple times depending on the movement for demonstration purposes. So 3 is you're gonna cross your arms on your lower core here, not up here, down here, and you're gonna sit up all the way. So here, in positions, up, and back down. Up. See that second rep would have been considered a fail. So here, and up, and good. So that would be stage
So that would be stage 3. Watch out, Luna. Watch out, Luna, girl. Watch out, sweetie. And now stage 4 is you're gonna give yourself a hug across your shoulders here. And then you're gonna try and keep your elbows as close to your body as you can. So here, up, in, and down. So that's a completed stage 4. Once again, if I was here and only went to here, that's a fail. Or like this, and like, that's a fail. So stage 5 is where we start to get pretty difficult with things. So now you're gonna cross your hands. Cover my stomach there. Cross your hands behind your shoulders, touching opposite shoulder blades. And now we gotta do a full sit up here. And this is where things do become quite difficult for most people, including myself. So here we're gonna boom. And we just passed there. I almost lost a foot there, but that would be considered a pass because I was able to maintain it, but I could feel it was starting to go. So that would be stage 5. Stage 6 is the same movement with the arms behind your head, but now we're adding weight. I know, now we get serious. So for stage 6, we do it in the same position, but we have the weight behind our head, but we have it lower than our head, so it needs to be roughly around our neck. So get into position here. This is where it gets tough. Okay, in position, and we go. Oh, see? So I was not able to complete it. I was not able to do the full repetition. So I'll give myself a second, and I'll do a second trial here. So in position, arms on that, and up. All right. Whew. So we were able to get it on the second try there, which is awesome. So I'm happy with that. I did not think I'd be able to complete that one. Moving on to the final stage, so stage 7. If you're able to complete stage 7, you know, like I said, your core muscular is pretty darn strong. So stage 7 is the same movement that we just did, but instead of a 5-pound implement, now we use a 10-pound implement. So now we're getting real serious. This is the 7th and the final stage. Going anything heavier than this, I really don't find relevant at all. If you're a professional athlete, we're trying to train you for certain things, then maybe there's some relevance, but there's other core exercises I prefer to do if we get to that level of, strength for people. So this one I'm not confident in me being able to complete, but we'll give it a go anyway. So, in position, holding the dumbbell behind my head, but lower than my head, so roughly on my neck. We're gonna make sure our feet are nice and locked in. Get into position, and go. Oh, see, so I failed that one. So I'm gonna give myself a few seconds to recover, and then I'll try it one more time. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Go. Oh, so. Whew, that is tough. So as you see there, I was not able to complete stage 7, which is the final stage of the anterior core strength 7-stage test. So which is technically great news because that means I have something that I can work on for improvement. And when I retest myself, which I'll probably end up doing every 3 to 4 months there for me. I don't test very often, nor do I think anyone should really test very often except for certain circumstances, as it takes a while to make progress and improvement, right? So something to keep in mind. For me to go from a stage 6 to a stage 7 will likely take 4 or so months of consistent effort to reach that. So just something to be aware of, but that means I have something that I can improve on, which is fantastic. So I hope you guys found that helpful. Just to quickly run through them again for the 7 stages. First one, hand on your thighs, just gotta get your wrist past your knees. Second stage, hand on your thighs, gotta get your elbows past your knees. Stage 3, a lower abdominal hug. Stage 4, cross and go all the way up. Stage 5, behind the head. Stage 6, behind the head, holding a small 5-pound implement around your neck, not behind your head, And then stage 7 is same thing with a 10-pound implement. Has to be strict form. Feet cannot come off the ground at all, and angle to your knees cannot change at all. You cannot have someone also holding onto your knees or your feet or anything like that and support. That has to be solely by you. So oftentimes I do recommend doing this exercise by yourself, but have someone watch your form to make sure that your feet aren't slipping.
because you know it's totally possible that maybe my foot slipped a little bit on one of those, but I just didn't catch it because I'm worried about doing the movement, and it's not easy to do. So that's why we often recommend having someone else there that's simply just a watch. So yeah, I hope you guys found that helpful and found that useful. It's an assessment tool I like to use. And like I said, don't use it to diagnose any medical condition or anything like that. It's just an assessment tool that you can try if you are healthy and you feel good. But always speak to a physician prior to beginning any new exercise program. So any questions, post them down below. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel and like the video. My name is Adrien. I'm the exercise specialist of the Leduc Beaumont Devon Primary Care Network. Thank you so much and have a great day.